Well, Seattle was a major turning point, but it wasn't by no way was it the beginning in any way. I think a lot of people who were inspired enough to go to Seattle and take direct action and join our friends in the street were also inspired by the Zapatista revolt in the jungles of Chiapas, and were inspired by a growing resistance throughout Europe and the global South. And Seattle was a culmination of that. And Seattle was a cross current of discontent, people coming together and realizing that they had a common enemy from extremely diverse backgrounds, and realizing that they had the same fight to fight, and that they could join each other in the streets and fight together. Yeah, Seattle was really empowering. It was really amazing because there were so many people there for the same reason, and they brought a spirit with them where they were ready to just give everything they had, every ounce of strength they had, to stop this beast from consuming our planet, and to stop the injustices facing us all, not only in the global South, but also in our everyday lives. In United States, it's like the capital of capital in the world. I think people were also felt the millennium coming, and the tremors of the Y2K fever beneath the ground. So it was amazing. The city was ours, and I think the world can never be the same. The police were vastly outnumbered, incredibly unprepared, and people met resistance with resistance and refused to yield, and really brought all that they had to the streets and gave everything they had to give. And that's different for a lot of different people, but I think what was most important about Seattle was the direct action of people putting their bodies in the way of stopping the delegates from continuing their slaughter. There's really no way that the delegates could have done something positive for this planet in those meeting halls. And I think if they're gonna meet and carve up this planet and give it away to corporations, it's our duty and obligation to try to stop them. And lucky for us, we were able to in Seattle. I mean, despite all the police violence, attacking peaceful protesters, I think through it all, through all the clouds of gas and all the gallons of pepper spray and all the violence that the state poured upon us, people came through it and they kidnapped the pages of history away from corporate power, and that was in its own way such a turning point. I think in a lot of ways it wasn't such a turning point on the global stage as much as it was a turning point in the United States, where this kind of protest has been much smaller and in much more isolated circles, but now we see it taking on a mass mobilization, diversity, and all kinds of people coming to the streets, and a reawakening of discontent, We took to the streets and we stopped the delegates physically. we didn't hurt them, but we wouldn't let them continue, and we shut their meeting down, and that's what we aim to do.